Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Arakak Vadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great No Stone, and salute to the Akim that is pushing this truth in all sincerity, and even unto those who learn and listening as well. Shalom. Now, I have an article here called The Verge, and this article is saying Bill Gates is now the leading target for coronavirus falsehood, says report. It says Bill Gates is now the favorite target for coronavirus misinformation, according to data compiled by the New York Times and Signal Labs, a company that analyzes media sources. Conspiracy theories conflating Gates with the virus were mentioned 1.2 million times on TV and social media from February to April. 33% often than the second most popular conspiracy theory linking 5G with COVID-19, according to Signal Labs, speaking at 18,000 mentioned a day in April. And I'm bringing this article out because prophecy stands out to me, and one of the things that's being sought up pursuant to the book of Obadiah 1 and 5 is the depopulation agenda. And Bill Gates, he's that guy that the powers that be are using, which he's pretty much incorporated with the powers that be, because, it's all been found out that Bill himself is linked with the Rockefeller family. He's definitely incorporated with the powers that be. All right. And this is something that is near and dear to them. There's so much information on Bill Gates, as this article says, misinformation about how he wants to depopulate and he wants to poison people with vaccines and all of this other stuff. But if that's not true, then there would be no need for these articles to be brought out and backing Bill Gates of the lies. Because it's nowadays, there's countless of articles backing Bill Gates. And these articles are saying that people are talking a lot of nonsense about what he's trying to do. But if it's, like I said, like I'm going to say again, if it's nonsense, then there would be no need for those articles to be out. But it has to be, because Bill Gates, he's definitely one of the main guys that they're using. And, he's a very popular, famous individual known for Microsoft, the computer tech world. So they have to back him up as much as they can on top of that. Being that the powers that be and those that are defending him, they know what his agenda is, and they're behind their agenda. Okay? They're with what Bill's with. So they're going to protect and back Bill as much as they can, because they all have a job to do. And I'm talking about these outlets that are defending Bill Gates. Because what's happening right now, I've went on Instagram, right? And I don't have an Instagram account. But what I did was I used my mother's phone, because she's on Instagram. And the Spirit led me to go check out the hate that Bill was getting. And Bill Gates is getting a lot of hate, man, from all kinds of people. There's thousands of comments, there's hundreds of thousands of comments, and not one of those comments are positive comments. And there were some comments that were deleted. Okay? So this man is getting a lot of hate from people, because people are waking up and realizing the true agenda at large, as this article will say is conspiracy theory, but it's actually a fact. It's a conspiracy fact, which the word conspiracy means to breathe with or to breathe together. So the powers that be, which he's a part of, which he's incorporated of, they've all, once upon a time prior, before they even brought out this 5G thing and the vaccine situation they're talking about now, they've conspired together and spoke about what their plans are. Okay? And that's what's coming out now. What's coming out is the true plans that they want to fulfill. And one of the plans is to depopulate the planet Earth, and that by these vaccines. And I want to read a scripture here in the book of Obadiah 1 and 5. It says, "How are the things of Esau searched out, how are his hidden things stored up? And the reason why they're stored up, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai is leading all of this truth to get out about what they're really all about. And that could either be by them telling on themselves, or it could be by whistleblowers. Those that have worked in, throughout the years, you've had a lot of whistleblowers that have exposed the plans of those that are in those secret councils. And this is why it says in the book of Psalms 64 verse 8, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. In other words, people are going to look at them differently. People ain't going to be riding with them anymore. People are going to go against them. And this is what's happening right now. People are going against the powers that be that set up the status quo of the world. You see? And this is why Bill is getting a lot of hate, especially on Instagram, man, and on Facebook and the likes. So, as the book of Job tells us in the book of Job 20:20, he shall not feel quietness in his belly. In other words, they're not going to be at ease with bringing forth this one world order. You have people on YouTube speaking about how these 5G towers is the cause of people dying and the likes and all the above. And you have a lot of information that's been put out on the internet throughout the years, and it's come to expose, to put on display as to what they're really trying to do with the masses of the people, or just people in general. Because we know, according to the scriptures, that Esau, which is the race of the so-called white people today, their intention was never to bring peace on the planet. Their intention was never to bring life on the planet. Their intention was to do the quite opposite. So we know without a shadow of a doubt that these people are set up to bring death and destruction. It's just is what it is. But you have other Edomites that are coming out and exposing that. And then you also have the Georgia Guidestones to back it up. What does one of the Georgia Guidestones say? One of the commandments, it says to maintain humanity on the 500 million. So if there's those Guidestones are not there for no reason. Those Georgia Guidestones are there so that the powers that be working on the left hand side can fulfill which is written in those Georgia Guidestones. Okay? And that's all been exposed as well. So what I want to do here, I want to get Psalms. No, not Psalms. I've already read that already. Let's get Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and his not. Let me read this again. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. What are the secret places that these people come together in? We talk about the Bilderberg meeting. At one time, we didn't even know about these meetings. We didn't know about the Bilderberg meeting. We didn't know about the Trilateral Commission. All right, we didn't know about these secret meetings that these people come together and conspire together about. We didn't know about these secretive councils. Like I said, you have the Trilateral Commission. Let's read this. This is Jeremiah 49, and this is why this is another scripture I want to get. This is Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. And what are those secret places? First and foremost, at one time we didn't know about the Bilderberg meeting. At one time we didn't know about the Trilateral Commission. We didn't know about the council. What is it? The secret powerful families of the Council of 13. We didn't know about all of this stuff. Now we know about all of this stuff. Word and power and will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He declared that to us in the time of the informational age that we're living in right now. Okay, so let me continue to read on. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. So the powers that be, or the leaders of the earth, they're now being exposed. their agenda and their plans is put to the forefront, put on display. And this is why Bill Gates on Instagram is getting so much hate. You know, it's incredible how much hate he's getting by thousands of comments. And not one of them, by the hundreds of thousands of comments, are good. And he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Let's read verse 10. Let me look up the word bear, which the word is chasap, which means to strip off, lay bare, make bare, draw out. To strip off, to strip, lay bare, to draw water, skim, take from the surface. So those lies have been stripped away, and the truth is being made bare. Okay? And now they can't run. They can't run and hide anymore because the truth is already out. The word has already gotten out as to who they are and what their intentions are on the face of this earth. So I'm done with that. So I'm going to get another precept here. Sorry, Salakia. Let's get another one over here. Let's get Isaiah 47, verse 2. Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg and uncover the thighs. Pass over the river. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So before the Lord meets up with Esau, the powers that be of the nation of Edom, the banking elite, they have to be exposed first for the devils that they really are and the sinister plans that they have. They have to be exposed before the Lord gets to meeting them. Okay? Because definitely, eventually, and sometime later, the Lord is going to meet up with these devils, man. He's going to pay them a visit. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back to, I want to show you brothers something, man. And this is why Jay Rockefeller made a statement years ago. He said the internet should have never existed. It's a threat to national security. And it's not just a threat to national security. It's a threat to the New World Order agenda because people are waking up to it. And by the way, speaking of the internet was invented by Jake from West Africa somewhere. All right. So it's all in the Lord's will, the times that we're living in, for this man to be exposed. And he's going to be exposed in the time of the end. Let's read the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So in other words, there was a point in time where this truth was closed. It was completely sealed up. And when you read the book of Revelations, the 5th chapter, Yahweh Shai was the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah to unseal the 7 seals. In other words, because it was completely closed, and he came to open the books by opening up the minds of the prophets to receive that which is of these books. Okay, the prophecies. And this is why we can break down the scriptures and stuff like that and expose who this devil really is, according to the Bible. So in a time of informational age, as we're living in right now, all of these things will come to the forefront. The truth as to who we are, and the truth as to why we've suffered so much, and the truth about this devil. Okay, so if it was by the will of man or by the will of these devils for them not to be exposed, then he wouldn't have been exposed. But how come they're being exposed at a higher degree so much